This ground has been dead for years. And in the Quran, Allah says it is the exact proof of your own resurrection. Tonight, we reflect on the rain that falls on that land and what it reveals about the last day. Before this hour ends, you will watch the impossible happen. A dead world breathing again, and a dead heart with it. If your heart is ready to reflect, subscribe. A new sign of Allah awaits you every week.
You stand at the edge of a silence older than memory, a land that has forgotten what it means to breathe. Nothing here moves, nothing here answers. This ground was once alive. So is a heart that has stopped feeling. You feel the sun press down without mercy, and the ground gives nothing back. There is no shade here, no shelter, no sound. This is what stillness looks like when life has withdrawn. Even the wind has gone silent here, as if holding its breath. You have felt this before, not on the ground beneath you, but somewhere inside. A hardened heart and a hardened field are not so different. Both wait in silence for a mercy they cannot summon on their own. The sun climbs higher and the cracks only deepen. Nothing green remains to remember what rain once felt like.
This is the land the Quran describes. Stilled, silent, seemingly beyond reviving. And yet even here, stillness is not the same as abandonment. You wait here, in this silence, though you do not yet know for what. The sky above gives no sign, not yet, but even the deadest ground remembers, somewhere beneath it, what it once was. Look up. On the far edge of the sky, something is finally moving. A wind you cannot name reaches you first, dragging dust low across the cracked ground. The light dims by degrees as clouds gather themselves into something heavier than shadow. And it is He who sends the winds as good tidings before His mercy. Quran 7:57. Even the wind, you realize, was sent on purpose. Somewhere above you, wings cut low and fast, creatures who seem to know what is coming before you do. Dust lifts off the thirsty ground in slow spirals, as if the earth itself is stirring in its sleep. The clouds thicken into a ceiling of grey and black, and the sun you have not seen in weeks disappears completely. A shadow moves over the cracked flats, cooling the ground your bare feet remember as scorched. It is Allah who sends the winds, and they stir the clouds. Quran 30:48. Nothing above you is random, it is sent. The sky rolls low and close now, heavy with a weight the parched land has almost forgotten how to hope for. A thin funnel of dust spins once across the cracked earth and settles, as if bowing to what is arriving. Kneel by a single crack in the ground and listen. Even the silence here sounds like waiting. Underneath the clouds, dark folds churn slowly against each other, gathering into something almost unbearable. The whole horizon has vanished into shadow now, and the air around you turns finally unmistakably cool. Above the darkened land, mercy itself seems to hang in the clouded light, unseen, yet certain. At the underside of the nearest cloud, moisture gathers into the smallest shape a single drop can take. The birds have gone quiet. The wind has gone still. Even the cracked earth beneath you seems to be holding its breath. Where the cloud meets the horizon,
Dark and dust blur into one line you cannot look away from. One drop clings, trembling to the edge of the storm, not falling yet, but no longer able to stay. The mercy has gathered, the wind has delivered its news. Now, at last, the sky is ready to answer the ground. Somewhere above the silence, the mercy you have been waiting for finally lets go. Watch closely. A single drop is falling only for you. The dust below has waited years for this one instant. Contact. The dead ground receives its first mercy in what feels like an age. The dry earth does not resist, it drinks. Look at how gently it disappears into what was once so hard. Then another falls, and another. Mercy rarely arrives only once. Even the smallest drop holds the whole grey sky inside it. A scent rises from ground that has not smelled of water in years. You are not merely watching this, you are standing inside it. Feel it now, the first cool drop landing on your own skin. Every hidden fracture in this ground is being answered, one by one. Water finds every path the dry earth once refused it. Mercy has a name, and it is written into everything falling from this sky. And beneath this darkened mud, something has been waiting far longer than the rain. Even here, the heaviest clouds are already beginning to thin. Even a single grain of this ground is catching the light differently now. The ground is ready now. What was dead only had to be asked. Watch closely. The dust just went quiet in a different way than before. Something the dead ground was never supposed to do on its own. It is beginning to answer. Look! The crust itself is trembling now, the way still water trembles before it moves. Beneath that trembling crust, something has been waiting in the dark for longer than you have been alive. The water has reached it, and the shell that held its life shut is beginning to soften. Now the shell breaks, and a pale, living thread pushes out into the dark soil. This is what the Quran named 14 centuries ago, that the stilled earth quivers and grows. Under that same crust, a fragile green tip is turning itself toward the light it has never seen. There, it breaks the surface. The ground that looked dead is no longer sealed. And it is not alone. Across the whole flat, the same quiet command is being obeyed. Watch the first leaf open. It has waited its entire existence for this single moment. From above, you can already see it, brown giving way to the first threads of green. Light is finding its way through the clouds now, and finding the very ground it just revived. Even the last drop still resting on a leaf is catching that same light. The soil itself has changed color, from the ash of drought to the dark of living ground. This is the same ground you were told was beyond hope. It only needed the water to reach it. Not every seed has answered yet. Some are still waiting, still sealed, still trusting the water will come. And above it all, the sky keeps giving what the ground keeps needing. Even the crack itself is no longer just a wound in the earth. A green thread now runs straight through it. If dust can be commanded back to life this quietly, what else might obey that same command? The cracked ground you watched quiver is no longer resisting. Thread by thread, it is turning green before your eyes. This is the sign the Quran names directly, the same rain, the same revived ground, called the proof of a promise. And we have sent down blessed rain from the sky, it is said, water falling not by chance,